Hello everybody and welcome back to our YouTube talk show. I'm Dwayne Jr.
And I'm Cheeks.
And we're the good guys.
Yes, we are.
Well, Cheeks, you know, first of all, I'd like to do a quick shout out to the Dash for Diabetes.
Yes.
We did that run. We did the run on Father's Day. It was a great cause. Well, I shouldn't say run. We kind of walked, crawled, but we had a good time regardless of it. I wasn't in the greatest of shape, so we had a good time. It was a great time. We got rained on, didn't we?
It was crazy rain. It wasn't just rain, it was crazy rain. We want to shout out to Jack Minex and the Minex family for hosting the Stouffville Dash for Diabetes event that happened on Father's Day. And just a little recap, this event started in 2014 by the Minex family in Stouffville to support their eldest daughter, Sarah, who has been living with type 1 diabetes since the age of 12. Whoa. And families like ours. So we look forward to next year. So thank you again.
Cheers. And we have a clip, don't we?
Yeah, let's check out that clip and you can get a little idea of if we survived it.
It's actually pretty good. Check this out.
Yeah, check that out. We're in the final stretches here of the Dash for Diabetes in Stouffville. Okay, we can do it. Hey everybody, we survived. What was our time?
48:17.
Okay, so what's going on, Joey?
Okay, in the news, I have to say that I just heard this. It was actually pretty funny. So a school out in England, right?
Yeah.
In Exeter.
Okay.
Exeter.
So what was going on in Exeter?
A school called Isca Academy.
Another crazy.
I know, it's a crazy name. Isca Academy. So the school, they have uniforms, and they had shorts, and then the principal, or you call them the dean out there, had taken their shorts
Headmaster.
away. They take their shorts away. Said no more shorts.
No more shorts.
Long pants, and that's it for the guys, right? So all the guys, they started protesting. They got all the girls kilts and skirts, and what do? They all come to school the next day all wearing skirts.
Now that's a protest. That's ingenious.
It is a great protest because you know what? It protests on a clean, fun way. No one gets hurt. No one's disrespecting anybody else. And it's a good protest. Yeah. We're still going to wear the kilts until you give us our shorts back.
Definitely proved a point and really made it a going concern by doing that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we need to do things more like that. You see all the crazy protests people do, and they get mean and crazy, and it's like, maybe be more creative and do it more peacefully. Think like them.
Exactly.
Do something funky.
Yeah, let's hope the boys won that. I hope to God that they won. You know, I hope they won their shorts back.
Oh man, that's crazy.
In other news, Rick Moranis.
Who?
Rick Moranis. Oh. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Came out 28 years ago today.
28 years.
In 1989 today, June 23rd.
Wow. Don't you love these throwbacks?
That's amazing. That is actually amazing. I find that every single day we do this show, something actually happens on the day that we do it.
You can't get better than that.
It's hilarious.
We create our own trending news. Every time we have a date of a show, something come up.
And guess what else came out that day?
I don't know, parachute pants debuted.
Batman. Batman actually came out that day with Kim Basinger, Michael Keaton.
Basinger or Bassinger?
Basinger.
Okay.
That was a great.
Michael Keaton, the original Batman.
Wow, he was the original
Batman movies.
Age Batman. Yeah.
Original Batman.
You know,
movies.
Adam West passed away. You know?
Yeah, that was something that just happened in the news. So what happened there?
He passed away just from old age.
So that's a tribute to
Adam West.
Adam West, we salute you.
Yes, rest in peace. You know, you'll be sorely missed. Also, Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out 29 years ago yesterday.
Another Kim Basinger thing, right? No. Was she not in Roger Rabbit?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking at the time it was a blonde actress, but I forgot it was a cartoon. Okay. See how retro we get in time? We don't even remember some of these crazy events. Okay, move on.
And one more small shout out. I'd like to say happy birthday to Sonic the Hedgehog today.
Oh, man.
Sonic's birthday today.
His birthday. Hold
Happy
on.
birthday, Sonic.
We're going to salute Sonic. I think I have something. Hold on. You keep talking.
Sonic's birthday, 26 years ago today, actually, June 23rd, 1991. Sega Genesis came out with Sonic the Hedgehog video game, and that was actually a really cool game. I have to say, I enjoyed that quite a bit. Crazy!
Yeah, I know you bring some crazy toys, but
that is
look
actually
at his
pretty
face.
wild.
He has attitude.
That is actually pretty cool.
When
that's a
you
cool,
see attitude in toys?
That is great. I have to say, that's great.
He's holding his...
Right on, right on.
So another tribute to somebody, which is cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Sonic's birthday, 26 years old.
Awesome.
What do you have in the news for us today?
In the news.
In the news, in the trending, what's going on?
Well, you know what? I'm getting thirsty.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about something that's cool and our kind of thing, retro.
Retro, right on.
You're going to like this.
All right, what's this? Oh,
Retro
sweet.
Pepsi.
That's wicked. That's actually awesome. That's way back throwback.
Now, Pepsi brought back this event, a throwback Pepsi, and it has the retro look of the can. And another cool thing is Canada's 150th birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's coming up on July 1st.
Yep.
And to commemorate it with Pepsi, we have...
Yeah, they went with the original blue that they had, eh? It's like almost like a baby blue that they had on their
So look.
Pepsi bottles.
Have you seen one of these cool cans?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh
cool
my
can.
god, that's crazy.
And at the top, it says Canada 150.
That's great.
Get those right now. It's limited time, people. I love this stuff. Joey loves this stuff. Had to show you. Look at how cold that is.
We got to try some of this.
Oh yeah,
cold. This is nice. Woo.
This is different because, well, how different it is. Look at
I ain't gonna open this one.
Oh!
Oh yeah, it even. Oh yeah, the sound even sounds like the 80s.
Hold on.
Oh, that smells good.
Now, this actually has real sugar. Now, we
Really?
can joke about that.
And real sugar.
Talk about retro when you have to go back to get real sugar. And now that you're drinking, I don't know, what is it? Pop, fructose corn syrup, glucose, or whatever it is. It's not just good old sugar anymore.
Wow, that does taste so much different.
Does it taste like real sugar?
It does.
Does it taste like retro Pepsi?
I can't believe it actually tastes a lot different because I love Pepsi. Everybody, I drink Pepsi more than I drink Coke. I'm sorry to say that, but I love Pepsi. And the new Pepsi, it actually does taste so much different than this. This actually tastes like the regular sugar. You're absolutely right. I can actually taste the difference because, you know, all the new drinks and pops, they're all made with aspartame and all that stuff in it. That's the diet stuff. I don't drink. I stay away from the diet stuff. Stay away from the aspartame. That just causes you headaches, heartaches, everything, you know. So stay away from that kind of stuff. But this actually tastes fantastic. It actually tastes like the old style. Wow,
Yeah,
can't believe that.
Well, it's not going to be a Coke and Pepsi war here, but that's kind of cool. Eh?
Yeah,
I kind of love
great.
coolness, so thought I'd show that to you.
Fantastic.
Little news thing. This is a Canadian kind of story, but today, the original McDonald's in Canada, the first location, is having its celebrating its 50 years. Isn't that cool?
50 years.
Now,
It's the very first location in Canada?
the very first location opened in Canada. And guess where it was?
Toronto.
No, you would think it'd be Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like the capital of civilization in Canada.
Pretty much, right? Yeah.
So if you're McDonald's, you're going, we're going to Toronto.
yeah, right?
No,
Ottawa.
it happened in, not Ottawa, in British Columbia.
BC.
In Richmond, and that's a little south of Vancouver. And so it first opened its doors in 1967.
Wow.
And to celebrate that, they basically are having a historic event. They're celebrating with nostalgia. They have original uniforms. They're going to have vintage uniform,
That's great.
vintage cars, classic images, and even you have 67-cent hamburgers.
Wow, back to the old days.
So actually bringing down some original pricing. Now
that's nice.
Isn't that cool?
That's actually cool.
They should do more of that.
They're also going to have the original Ronald McDonald.
That's
Grimace,
what they said. He'll be making an appearance today.
What about Grimace and the burglar?
Who knows? It could be a surprise. Remember those old characters?
Yeah. Oh, I love them. Wow, they were the best.
Classic.
Every time we would go there, they would actually be there. I remember when I was a kid, at every single party, Grimace was there. The burglar would be there. Ronald McDonald definitely be there because we would have our birthday parties in the basement of McDonald's. McDonald's don't have basements no more.
Didn't they have like little play hamburger puppets too? There was like, or the cookies, or there was like little characters?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the cookies. Yes.
Freaky.
Yeah, the cookies. It was great. And we used to get, and every time you would have a Happy Meal, it would be in something different. It wouldn't be just in a box. It would be in like a UFO, in a plastic UFO, or it'd be in like a plastic train or a truck. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Boxes.
No, it was so much fun.
Stuff.
I remember that. I still remember the UFO. I thought that was the most amazing thing.
That's pretty cool because an old restaurant like that to do kind of these events.
Absolutely.
Like A&W, Burger King.
Yeah.
All these old type of restaurants. Do something fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the old playgrounds. I remember playing in Toronto at one of the McDonald's playgrounds. It was, you had to walk inside and it was Grimace. And it was like a tower of him. Remember those?
Yeah.
He climbed inside like a tree, but it was actually Grimace.
Yeah, and then
a cage around it.
The cage.
Yeah,
but then it was like a hamburger. It was the Big Mac guy, and there was like the police guy, not the hamburger, but it was the cheeseburger police guy. And then you'd have the cage that was all around. That was fun. That was actually fun.
Not like the playgrounds now, where basically it's just a little ball thing that you just sit in and like go to sleep.
Well, that being said, Cheeks, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Please stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thanks for being patient. We are back now. Again, I'm Joey Leo Jr. This is Cheeks. If you haven't been with us, we were just talking a few things like McDonald's, some retro Pepsi, a few things in the news, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask Cheeks a good question right now. This is actually really...
Here you go with your questions.
No, this is actually really funny. It's something that happened...
You never told me this story yet, right?
This is actually really good. This is something that happened with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Okay? Have you heard anything in the news? No?
Not really.
Okay, so I'm on like Instagram and tweets with The Rock and Dwayne, right? And basically what happened was he's driving on the interstate, okay? And a guy in a big truck notices him, and he slams the brake on a major highway, gets out of his truck, runs in front of his truck, goes there with his phone, and The Rock is just laughing his head off. He's like, okay, come on, hurry up, take a picture. And through his window, he's letting him take a picture and everything. The guy's going crazy for The Rock.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And then basically The Rock's like, okay, come on, hurry up.
The guy's gonna get run over.
Get in the truck. And The Rock kept saying that, get in the truck, you gotta get off the road, you're gonna get hit. And he's like, please, come on, get back in your truck. And so the guy finally got in his truck and went away. It was hilarious. You have to see that clip.
This guy was probably so amazed that he
saw The Rock and everything. And The Rock is actually like, afterwards, he's like...
He's probably going with it, the whole thing, because he's a funny guy. He's and he just enjoys that stuff.
Yeah, but while The Rock was actually doing a clip in his truck. So he was actually filming this whole thing. That it happened.
He just happened to have a dash cam in his car?
But he was doing some kind of like a video for Instagram or for like a tweet or something, because he tweets a lot, right? So he just does a lot of talking and stuff, whatever's on his mind. So yeah, he videoed this whole thing. It was actually really funny that it actually happened that way. I thought it was hilarious.
You gotta give it up to The Rock for being fun that way.
Well, yeah, because
you have more fun out there with these actors.
Yeah, and basically The Rock goes, I have the greatest fans in the world. He goes, he was like, he literally just like swears out there,
but goes out of his way. Yeah, and it's nice to see.
Thank
you, The Rock, for being fun.
Rock is awesome. I have to say, Dwayne, you are the man. That's awesome.
And what's his tagline? That The Rock?
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Another thing. Ron Howard, director, producer, writer, actor, is talking about doing the Han Solo movie.
Oh, I mean like a spin-off of Star Wars.
Yeah. Well,
is he allowed to do that?
Well, they already have a guy who's going to be playing a young Han Solo. Yeah. A new actor. I don't know.
Hey, more the better, so we can get more Star Wars. We love it.
We love it, right? I'm gonna have to say a quick happy belated birthday to Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Yes, Chris Pratt turned 38 on Wednesday, the 21st.
Wasn't he in some Marvel movie?
Marvel? Yeah, he was in Marvel.
He always gets me on that.
Yeah, he was
Marvel
he was in the Marvel.
I said it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Again.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Yeah. And Jurassic World. So as of today, 1 year from today is the new release of Jurassic World.
Wow.
Fallen Kingdom.
New release?
It's called, yep.
A new one.
Number 2, yep. Fallen Kingdom.
That's another franchise I can't get enough of.
Yeah, that first Jurassic
just
World.
Bring it on. Yeah, more dinosaurs.
The Jurassic World was actually very well done. I have to say, I was really intensely just focused on the entire movie. That was a great movie. Chris Pratt did a great job in that.
What a theme park. They had a Jurassic Park, dinosaurs, and let them loose.
Okay, that being said, we went to see Transformers this Wednesday just that passed.
Opening night.
It was
we're there for you guys, right?
It was phenomenal, guys. It was absolutely great. I thought it was great. Some people didn't think it was as good. I thought it was great. I got into it. I got right into every single one of the movies. Regardless, some people didn't like the fact that Shia LaBeouf kind of dropped it and Mark Wahlberg got into it. So this is Mark Wahlberg's second, and there will be a third.
So they got over it.
Yeah,
it's been the second movie now.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if some people have gotten over it. But when they go see this one, I think it was really well done. Michael Bay, he did a great job.
2.5 hours.
Yep.
You're going to get enough action.
Oh, yeah, lots of
action. There could have been a little bit more action, maybe, but it was the good theme, the story.
The storyline was actually really good. I loved the storyline. It was a good, well-written script.
You can't get a better storyline when it comes to the Crusades or the medieval or knights. All that
Crusades,
stuff.
Without spoiling it to you guys, but you know, with all the trailers that are out there, you obviously see that it's in the Crusade periods and
medieval theme,
and they bring that to
King
the present
Arthur,
time, right?
Knights.
So and they bring it to the present time where generation passed down.
It was like the Holy Grail.
It's just like the Holy Grail.
Indiana Jones meets Transformers.
That's pretty much, that's what it is.
That's what it kind of is.
That's what this one is.
Crazy.
That's a great analogy. That's a great analogy what he just said.
And we love that stuff, that history.
Yeah, because it was like mystery. What's going to happen? You have to. There's like they were looking for something and they got to find it, and they're going clues after clues after clues, and they couldn't find it, and yeah, it was great.
And a couple of things, it was less comedic than Part 2 movie, because apparently Part 2 movie had a lot of funny innuendos in that movie, like the critics were saying. This one was a little more serious than the other ones because they can start making some funny parts and then it takes away from the drama of the seriousness of Transformers. So they did a little better this way. It wasn't too many funny moments. I didn't want to do funny moments in a serious robot movie like that.
You still want to have funny moments.
Yeah, it was fun, but nothing too crazy that way.
Now, what was the name of that little Vespo guy?
Squeaks.
He was
like this color.
This guy is amazing.
Guy.
The best Transformer. He's like a new R2-D2, a futuristic
like
R2-D2.
Wally. You remind me of a little Wally.
That's it.
Wally.
There you go. This guy is going to be the new hype, I think.
Yeah.
When this is all said and said, this is going to be the new hype.
He's the new
Squeaks is actually awesome because when he comes out in stores, I'm going to definitely buy him.
Watch out for that toy. It'd be the hottest one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So what other parts of that movie that we can talk about that were kind of cool?
Parts of that movie.
Well, you know what? Every Transformer movie, there's normally a new character. I know Squeaks was one. What other new characters that were kind of cool?
Well, there was a couple characters that were brought over from the last one. We had the samurai that was brought over from the last one. Yeah. Bumblebee's always in the same one.
Who was the dedicated robot for his master in a way? The cyborg dude. He He was helping Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah. I don't know what his name was.
I think it was like he was like the butler.
Yeah.
He was like a butler robot.
Yeah.
He looked like C-3PO. They're saying you made a joke like C-3PO.
He never dies, right?
Yeah.
So basically, he was taking care of everybody who down the line, and he was the last one.
He was passed on from master to master
over the hundreds of years.
Them.
You know what? The Lamborghini is a new character too.
Remember how tough he was?
Yeah, he was tough. He's a tough guy too.
He took on one of the Transformer Autobot friends who was joking around, and he showed him who's boss. That was cool.
Okay, another thing I just have to say quickly here, Johnny Depp, he apologized to Donald Trump today.
He did?
He apologized to Donald Trump for saying that he was going to assassinate him.
Why would you say that?
He basically did. What? He didn't say that per se. He basically asked
You're not supposed to say things like that.
Has any actor assassinated the president? And I guess he took it really literally and thought that he was going to come and
almost like everybody starts to say that thinking it's okay, and it's like, no, you're crossing the line. Don't do it. Some things in life you shouldn't do, like sue your mother. Remember talking about that?
That's a big thing. I don't think you should ever do that.
You don't say bad things about your country. You don't say bad things about certain people that are high figured, even though if you may not agree with them.
Yeah.
It kind of brings down your whole respect of your place and people and culture.
Yeah.
It's like, don't joke about things like that. You can joke, but not on camera, especially if you're an entertainer or someone with some influence, because people pick up on that. The news picks it up, and then we talk about what we talked about before.
Yep.
Negative news.
Negative, yep.
Be happy, people. We're trying to be happy out there.
So one more thing I just wanted to quickly tell you. Today's also the anniversary for the premiere of the David Letterman show.
Really?
37 years ago.
Okay, I didn't know that.
NBC in 1980 had put that on tonight. 37 years ago.
In June, they started the show.
Yep.
I thought they started the show in September.
Nope, June 23rd, 1980
That's a weird time to start a show.
Was the actual first show.
You're just going into summer. You only watch TV.
Well, that's crazy.
That is.
That's crazy.
Back in 1980, I guess.
That's crazy. Yeah, no.
You had to test things out.
For sure. You know. Also, a quick note. Oh, yeah, that is good, eh? A quick note, Iron Maiden is coming into town July 15th, and we will bring you some live action from backstage.
Wow, Iron
on
Maiden.
That one.
That is a throwback.
Yeah, that's an awesome
They're hardcore, aren't
that's
they?
from the 80s.
They're
that's
hardcore
serious.
guys.
Yeah, that's a heavy metal band, and I love
what was
that
it?
band.
Number of the Beast?
Number of the Beast?
That was one of their songs.
2 Minutes to Midnight. 2 Minutes to Midnight was one of their biggest
that was their
one.
album
Aces
or
High.
song title, wasn't it? Number of the Beast?
No, I think it was a different one. Something with the Beast, but I don't know if it was Number of the Beast. Number of the Beast?
Hold on, I'll check.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Joey.
Aces High was actually a great song.
Yeah, I remember that.
2 Minutes to Midnight.
2 minutes.
Also,
to midnight.
that was like one of my favorite songs. Adrian Smith, Dave Murray, Steve Harris.
Okay.
Bruce
Dickinson. I typed in Iron Maiden, the number, and it comes up.
Yep.
The Number of the Beast, studio album by Iron Maiden.
Okay, that was
Songs,
earlier
1,
days.
Invaders. 2, Children of the Damned. 3, The Prisoner.
Yeah, that was in the earlier days.
The Number of the Beast is the third studio album by the English heavy metal band, released in March 1982.
Wow.
Because it had that crazy kind of name, Number of the Beast.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Cool. That's absolutely crazy.
Okay, cool.
So, you know what? We'll be right back after these commercial breaks, and
get some more Pepsi.
Well, we'll get some more Pepsi, so stay tuned. Thanks for staying tuned with us. So here's a great fact. Okay, a solar eclipse is going to be happening here.
Really?
August 21st.
We always seem to miss those things.
August 21st, we're going to have a solar eclipse, but it's not going to be per se in Canada. Now, this one here is actually kind of scaring Ontario Hydro quite a bit, because the next one that's coming in 2024, April 8th, 2024 at 3:20 p.m. They even know the date and the time.
You do.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's like you were there again.
I know. It's like I went to the future and came back, right? But no, it's actually, apparently they showed the whole picture of it's going to be going right over Toronto. So the total eclipse, a total solar eclipse will be going right over Toronto. Now we're going to get about 75 to 85% of the eclipse. The people who are going to get 100% is Buffalo. They're going to be right in the middle of it. They're going to have
Buffalo. You're getting burned.
Yeah, 2024. You guys are getting.
Hey,
toasted.
All you Canadians out there, don't be shopping across the border at that time. You should probably watch out.
And another fact that I didn't even know is that this solar eclipse that's going to be happening is going to be actually traveling at 3,700 kilometers per hour.
3,700 kilometers an hour.
3,700 kilometers per hour, and it's going to go so fast.
You barely don't even see it?
No, but you do see it, because it actually lasts for almost 2 hours if you're right in the middle.
So when is it coming?
It is coming August 21st.
August 21st.
And it's going to go, it's going to last
over
2
Toronto
hours.
Here?
No, it's not going to go, this one's not going to go, it's going to go from Oregon, Washington, all the way to South Carolina. That's going to be the line that it's going to go.
Okay.
Now, we will see some of it.
What time of the day? Is there a certain time
yes,
that you can see
they actually did say that it was going to be roughly around 2 to 3 o'clock between there.
In the day?
In the day, yeah.
So we'll be able to see it?
We might see some, yeah.
Okay, well, it's something to check out. It seems like we miss all these all the time.
That should be pretty interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that one is crazy. One other big thing that I have to discuss with you, Cheeks, is something that kind of disturbed me when I read this, and I don't know if it's going to disturb you. I don't know, but. A gentleman,
is this something crazy?
Yeah, a gentleman that's retired MI5. Now it's kind of like the MI6, but the MI5 are a little bit more like the real bonds in life, right? So this guy is a retired secret agent for the MI5. He's 80 years old. His name is John Hopkins. No relation to Sir Anthony Hopkins. I checked that out. No relations at all.
This is some juicy stuff.
And just to point this out, he claims to have a series of astonishing confessions.
Oh, okay. God, really?
So he confessed on Wednesday, June the 21st. He was released from the hospital. He came home.
And this is in the news right now.
This is in the news. It's all over.
So this is like
all over
out there for everybody.
Yeah, all over multimedia. And basically, the doctor said that he has only a few weeks to live, so he couldn't live with himself unless he told somebody. So he goes and he calls up the news media, and they publicize this on all over Twitter and everywhere, all over multimedia. And he claims to be involved in 23 assassinations for the British Intelligence Agency between 1973 and 1999. That's 38 years of service.
Wow, this is serious stuff.
So the thing that bothered me about this whole thing is he states that he was a hitman that was discreetly assassinate individuals considered to be a threat to the security of the United Kingdom. But that's not the one thing. He said that he was trained as a mechanical engineer, an ammunitions expert, as well as inflicting death to people by chemical and poisons. That's what he literally said.
Okay.
Quote. Now, he claims to be a part of a 7-man cell group of an operative trusted to carry out political assassinations. That also being said, he basically says victims included politicians, activists, journalists, and union leaders. John Hopkins claims that he was told to kill Princess Diana. He was the only royal that he had assassinated.
Wow.
There you go. So this is what he said word for word. He basically said she knew she knew too many secrets. She had a huge grudge, and she was going to go public with all sorts of wild claims. My boss told me she had to die. I received orders directly from Prince Philip himself, and we had to make it look like an accident. I never killed a woman before, much less a princess, but I obeyed orders. I did it for for Queen and Country.
Wow, that's some crazy news.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That
They've
kind
been
of
talking
really
about
destroys me.
all that kind of craziness from a while ago of all those conspiracies.
Well, yeah,
and
because
things, what really happened, accidents, and all that. But someone like that talking, I don't know, that's
and
crazy news.
And then Princess Diana's best friend, a long time ago, says, what did she say in the news? She said that the Queen had her murdered. So her saying that, and this guy coming out saying this, it kind of puts a little twist on things now, like what really happened, right? Now, he also said one other thing that I thought was kind of funny now when I read this. He literally, he stated, if Prince Philip ever had himself be analyzed by a psychiatrist, I'm sure he'd be diagnosed as a psychopath. He has all the traits of a triad. That's absolutely nuts. For you to actually go out and say something like that about Prince Philip, who's actually quite old now.
And this is crazy. This was in the news.
And this was all in the news. It's all public record.
Trending news.
It's all in the news.
I know, some people have never even probably heard of this.
I didn't hear about it. It was absolutely nuts when I came across this. It was, wow.
Wow, a lot of things coming out nowadays.
People aren't
more
afraid.
Talking and more things being easily communicated through social media, whatever.
I know. It's nuts. I can't believe
I'll leave it up to your own interpretation of what's out there.
That being said, we don't know what's true, what's not. That being said, that's what he claims that he said, and that's what the media states.
Just picking up on what's out there.
We're just relaying the message. I thought it was really interesting that
I'm sure it'll be trending pretty crazy soon.
Yeah, it's all over. It's all over multimedia right now. So that being said, Cheeks, what else do you have?
Oh, well, some big news event that just happened recently in the United States.
Right.
Basically, everyone's heard of Amazon.com. The big company, they're one of the largest retailers online. I have some stats here that they're talking about, but why are they in the news? They're in the news because they made a purchase. And you know how these big companies, big conglomerates, taking over bids, billion-dollar bids. Well, this was a billion-dollar bid.
Yeah, this was a couple billions.
So, what was in the news? Well, Amazon
tens of billions
bought Whole Foods Market for around $13.7 billion.
$13.7 billion. Just say $13.7 billion. Who the heck even has $13 billion to go buy out something? That's crazy.
That's a big deal.
That's crazy.
So basically, Amazon, they take over of the organic food specialty market with the grocery market of Whole Foods. And have you ever been to Whole Foods?
I haven't. I don't know if I have.
Okay, well, most of them are in the United States.
Okay, then maybe I might have.
It's like a natural, organic kind of market.
Okay.
It's a little more pricier than a regular store because it's organic.
Right on.
So they're pretty much everywhere in the United States. You can find a Whole Foods. So if you like that kind of thing, you go to Whole Foods. Well, anyways, with Amazon, they're the most powerful online retailer. So getting into this deal is a major game changer.
Sure.
Because they've already controlled, like they're saying here, 43%. Amazon is the fourth biggest business in the U.S. and accounts for 43% of online sales.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And didn't you say that you can actually order your food online and they will deliver it?
Well, I think that's happening.
Or you had to pick it up?
Well, that's at some stores like, say, Walmart. You could order it, and there's jobs now where people are like picking your order during the day.
Right.
And they just collect it, and then you pick it up outside in the pickup parking lot.
That's crazy.
If you're like, I don't know, I would say that's kind of like really a good convenience for some people.
For sure.
And there is a little premium that you would pay.
I'm sure you do have to pay a premium
there. But Amazon buying Whole Foods is a game changer because they were talking about all these jobs that filter from the truck drivers to people handling in the stores. And if you start changing that electronically, that's a lot of people, a lot of jobs. So that's what they were worried about, is how we don't know how it's going to work out down the road. Maybe it'll create more spin-off jobs, but some people were worried because it's a, e-commerce, online.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you going to be? Hey, honey, I'm waiting for our delivery. The drone's gonna drop off dinner, and then I can cook Kraft macaroni and cheese. So you walk outside, you're like, and the kids are shouting at you, I'm hungry. Why don't you just order like Pizza Hut or something? It's like, hold on, the drone's just getting in some fog.
It's gonna drop it down. It's gonna parachute down to you.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, here he comes. Here comes our Kraft macaroni and cheese and her 12-pack of retro Pepsi.
Oh, that'll be pretty darn heavy, that's for sure. So, that being said, again, do you want to talk about anything else, or do you want to go straight to Joey's 80s retro corner?
Oh yeah, Joey's gonna have some toys. Like he always has some cool surprises for you guys with some retro entertainment. Back in the day, memorabilia.
Memorabilia.
So, okay, so what do you have for us today, Joey?
We got some really cool stuff for you today.
Oh my God.
Here we go, check this one out. Oh yeah.
Now what is that?
This guy right here.
That thing's been looking at me the whole time. It's freaking me out.
This guy right here actually is Pumpkinhead Jr. This is the baby Pumpkinhead. That was actually in the movie.
Pumpkinhead.
In Pumpkinhead, yes.
Wow.
So yeah,
that was actually in, or just a doll?
No, this was actually in it.
That's the actual doll.
Yeah. Well, they only used the top portion of him because he was coming out of the grave and stuff. So yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
You're gonna have to check out Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead, yeah, that was actually pretty cool. We have to remember the good old days since you like Hulk Hogan. Here's the real belt.
All the wrestling fans out there.
Now that's a real belt. Oh. Cheeks will have to put that one on there.
Now you try and take this belt from me. That's what they're doing.
Keep it on.
Oh.
Keep it on. Looks good on
Oh
you,
my
Cheeks.
God. I am the champion. You're gonna try to take this from me? I don't think so.
You know what I didn't like? I loved WWF a long time ago, and then I had to change over to WWE because WWF was taken already because it was World Wildlife Foundation. So WWF, World Wrestling Federation, had to change it to World Wrestling Entertainment, so it's now WWE and not WWF. Yeah, that's WW.
Just
nothing.
say WW? Where's the F?
They had to take it out.
What, you mean you didn't get this prior to that switch?
No, I didn't get that back in the 80s, unfortunately. I wish I did, but yeah, no, no.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my buddy Sam, who I was talking to today, and he was saying how he just loved wrestling stuff. So this is for you, Sam.
There you go, Sam. Now, also, we do talk about movies and what's coming up in the movies and stuff like that.
What's coming out this week?
This Friday, not much is coming out. Rough Night is coming out on the 23rd tonight. Next Friday, the 28th, the only real big movie is Baby Driver with Jamie Foxx. But July and the end of June, the 30th, is actually a big day.
Big
also,
weekend?
Despicable 3.
Despicable 3, people.
Despicable Me 3.
More fun.
The House with Will.
The House.
With Will.
Is that a
Ferrell.
horror movie?
No, it's the one with Will Ferrell and Mark
Daddy's
Wahlberg.
Home 2.
Yeah, it's called The House.
The House. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, and and Amityville also in that. Oh, and Mel Gibson's in that one.
Mel Gibson's the dad of Mark Wahlberg.
That's right.
And the opposite.
And John Lithgow's. John Lithgow's
is Will Ferrell's loving daddy. They're so cute together. And Mel Gibson just want to puke. He was like, you know what? This is macho.
Yeah. But July is actually going to be a big
summer blockbuster weekend.
We are all waiting for July. Basically, everybody's waiting for July 7th for Spider-Man to come out. That's going to be one of the big ones. And then the next Friday, the 14th, War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
that's going to be a great movie to watch.
Me and Joy were watching Transformers, so that was this week's big movie that came out. And we were at the theater at Imagine, right?
That's right.
And they have these big, awesome cutouts. That's why we love going to Imagine Cinemas.
Yeah.
And they had that big cutout of the Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
And wow.
Cheeks loved that thing. I couldn't get him away from the big cutout. It was crazy. Cheeks, come on.
Huge wall.
Yeah, it was the size of this
poster of them coming at the soldiers, an army of apes, and they're crazy.
Yeah.
Did you want to be watching that and say, no, we're turning around? I know, I'm not taking on that craziness.
Yeah.
That is going to be a crazy movie.
And then on the 21st, Dunkirk is coming out.
Dunkirk?
Yep, Dunkirk. It's the war movie, the English war movie. Girls Trip and First Kill with Bruce Willis is also going to come
First Kill?
on the 21st of July. 26th is going to be the big blockbuster movie that was
Jaws.
made. No, that was made by the same directors as The Fifth Element. Fifth Element was amazing with Bruce Willis, and this one's called The Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
What?
This is going to be a phenomenal blockbuster.
This is
summer
like
movie.
The Fifth Element?
It's made by the same director.
So
and
it's like
this
the
is gonna
same
be
type of
just
thing.
an amazing movie. And then on the 28th we have the Emoji Movie, Atomic Blonde, and The Dark Tower.
Cell phones. Emoji Movie. Everybody's going to go crazy for emoji.
We have the Emoji Movie. We
need some emoji dolls or
Atomic
something.
Blonde is supposed to be really good, apparently. And then we have The Dark Tower, which is supposed to be a phenomenal movie.
What's the Dark Tower about?
The Dark Tower is about someone has the power going back and forth from one realm to another. I think it is. I'm not too sure. I saw the preview of it. I didn't quite grab the concept of it, but it looked like a really decent movie. It has a lot of big actors in it too.
And just a little thing from my product patrol. I want to thank Expresso for sending me some samples, which I'm going to be doing in a future video. Instant espresso. You just need some hot water. You open up the packet, and there you go. That's something funky?
That's great.
That's a funky product.
If you don't have time, that's fantastic.
Yeah, well, you have K-cups out there. You have all those other kind of cup styles, and you have instant coffee, obviously.
Yeah,
but they've never had something like instant espresso.
So
Convenience.
Expresso. Now we got
convenience. So
Expresso.
I love products, right? So that's something to check out. You check that out.
Well, that being said, we're the good guys. I'm Joey Leo Jr. This is Cheeks. We'd like to thank our production company, Hangar 36. We'd like to also thank our editors, Charity Love, sponsors, Product Control, and our commercial breaks to Gary McGall Real Estate's team. So thank you, everybody out there. Please watch our show and tell us what you think.
Yeah, so everybody, live life loud, cheers, and cheeks out.
Joey Leo out.
Any other crazy things you got over there? Because that thing's freaking me out, the Pumpkinhead.
This guy was actually sitting on
oh my god, now if his eyes opened,
yeah, I know.
That would be
This
freaky.
guy was sitting at my dining room table like this, right at the chair, right? And every time I'd come out at nighttime, I'd think somebody was sitting there. What the freak is going on, right?
Undisputed Pumpkinhead. Oh my god, we have too much fun here.